Deep in the green hills of Bandarban, where mist floats above ancient mountains, lies a small indigenous village known as Prantopara. A place where rivers born from waterfalls guide wooden boats through narrow valleys. Where traditions are not preserved in museums, but lived every single day. Here, people weave their own clothes with thread, grind rice by hand, and store ginger harvested from the hills. Children play football on open fields surrounded by mountains. Families raise ducks and pigs as part of their everyday livelihood. Culture comes alive through music, dance, and traditional food shared together. From banana transportation across the hills to cooking Chinese duck in village kitchens. Every moment tells a story of resilience, heritage, and harmony with nature. This is the story of a community that lives close to the earth, protecting traditions that have survived for generations. Welcome to Prantopara, a hidden world in the hills of Bandarban. Our journey to Prantopara begins along a river path shaped by waterfalls flowing down the mountains. The narrow waterway winds through dense forest and towering hills, creating one of the most breathtaking natural passages in the region. For generations, wooden boats have been the main mode of transportation for villagers. These waterways are more than just travel routes, they are lifelines connecting communities, markets, and families across the hills. As the boat glides quietly through the water, the surrounding landscape reveals the untouched beauty of Bandarban's hill tracks. Inside the homes of Prantopara, one can find a wide collection of traditional items that reflect the cultural identity of the community. Handmade tools, woven baskets, bamboo containers, and wooden household objects are part of everyday life. Each object carries history. Many techniques used to create them have been passed down through generations. These artifacts are not simply decorations, they represent knowledge, survival skills, and the deep relationship between the people and their environment. Despite living in a remote mountainous region, the spirit of sports thrives in Prantopara. Football is one of the most loved activities among the youth. Open fields surrounded by hills become lively playgrounds where children and young adults gather to play. For them, football is more than a game. It is a source of joy, friendship, and community bonding. Animal farming plays an important role in the livelihood of the villagers. Different varieties of ducks are commonly raised around the homes and nearby water sources. These ducks provide eggs and meat, supporting household nutrition and income. Pig farming is another significant practice in the community. Together, these animals contribute to the self-sustaining lifestyle of Prantopara. Culture in Prantopara is expressed through Thailand traditional dance and music. During festivals, celebrations, and community gatherings, villagers perform dances that have existed for centuries. Colorful clothing, rhythmic movements, and traditional instruments create an atmosphere full of energy and pride. Through dance, stories of ancestors, nature, and community life are shared with younger generations. The hills of Bandarban are rich in agricultural products, and ginger is one of the most valuable crops grown by local farmers. After harvesting, villagers carefully preserve the ginger to protect it from moisture and spoilage. Traditional storage methods allow the ginger to remain fresh for long periods. This practice helps farmers maintain a steady supply for household use and for selling in nearby markets. Rice is the staple food of the community. In Prantopara, traditional methods are still used to grind rice into flour. Using wooden tools and manual techniques, villagers transform harvested rice into fine powder. This process requires patience and physical effort, but it preserves the authenticity of their food traditions. The houses in Prantopara reflect the wisdom of generations living in mountainous terrain. Most homes are built using bamboo, wood, and natural materials. Raised structures help protect against rainwater, insects, and wild animals. The design also allows air to flow freely, keeping the houses cool in the warm climate. Every home blends naturally with the surrounding landscape. One of the most remarkable traditions of the community is textile weaving. Using thread and traditional hand looms, villagers create beautiful fabrics used for clothing. This skill is often passed down from mothers to daughters. Each design carries patterns that represent cultural identity and artistic expression.
Daily life in the village depends heavily on natural resources. Firewood is collected from nearby forests and used for cooking and heating. Villagers carefully gather wood while respecting the surrounding environment. This balance between human need and nature is essential for sustaining life in the hills. Bananas are another important agricultural product grown in the region. After harvesting, villagers transport large bundles of bananas through narrow hill paths, sometimes carried on shoulders, sometimes by boat. The journey to local markets can be long and challenging. Yet, it remains an essential part of their economic life. Traditional cuisine in Prantopara includes unique recipes prepared with locally raised ducks. One popular dish is Chinese-style duck, cooked with local spices and traditional techniques. The preparation often becomes a social activity where family members gather in the kitchen. The aroma of the cooking fills the air, bringing everyone together.
আজকে রান্না হবে আমাদের চীনা হাঁস, কালো ভুনা, এরপরে হচ্ছে এই যে ট্যাংরা মাছ, এবং এরপরে আমরা সবজি রান্না করব একটা দেশি আলু এবং দেশি শিম। আজকে আমাদের মেনু হলো এটাই। আদা এবং রসুন প্রবাহমান পানি দিয়ে ভালো মতো ধুয়ে নিচ্ছি যাতে কোনো ধরনের জীবাণু না থাকে আর কি। আদা রসুন ধোয়া হয়ে গেছে, আর এখানে আছে হলো শসা, গাজর, লেবু, আর হচ্ছে কাঁচা পেঁপে, আর এখানে আছে টমেটো, পেঁয়াজ, কাঁচামরিচ, আর দেশি আলু, গোলালু, আর দেশি শিম। এগুলো এখন আমরা ধুয়ে নেব। আমরা এখন চীনা হাঁসের মাংস ম্যারিনেট করব। বেশ সুন্দর মতো পোড়ানো হয়েছে এবং ভালোভাবে ধোয়া হয়েছে। মাংসের পিসগুলো মোটামুটি ছোটো ছোটো করা হয়েছে যাতে খেতে ভালো লাগে, মশলাপাতিগুলো ঠিকঠাক মতো ঢোকে। তো মাংস দিলাম এবং আমরা এই যে মশলা দিচ্ছি এবং দিচ্ছি গরম মশলা, পেঁয়াজ, পেঁয়াজ দিলাম, মশলার গুঁড়া দিলাম, দেশি মশলার গুঁড়া দিলাম। এখন দিচ্ছি আদা এবং রসুন বাটা। তারপর হচ্ছে এটা কাঁচামরিচ বাটা, দিয়ে নিচ্ছি হলুদ, আমরা দিয়ে দিচ্ছি পরিমাণ মতো লবণ। চীনা হাঁসে এমনিতেই তেল আছে, তো তেল একটু কম দিব। এরপর কিছু টমেটো দিব। এই যে আমরা মেরিনেট করবো এখন। চীনা হাঁসের কালো ভুনা হবে আজকে, কালারটা বেশ সুন্দর আসতেছে। এখন আমরা উঠাই দিচ্ছি চুলায় চীনা হাঁসের কালো ভুনা হয়ে গেছে আমাদের।
Food in Prantopara is more than nourishment. It is a symbol of unity and hospitality. Meals are shared in a communal atmosphere where family members sit together and enjoy the dishes prepared with care. Serving food is an act of respect and connection. In these simple moments, the true spirit of the community becomes visible. A life shaped by nature, tradition, and togetherness. And in the quiet hills of Bandarban, the story of Prantopara continues, generation after generation.